What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. We are back for another season of Ready to Love. We are here, Ready to Love season. I'm gonna say this season 5. Okay, it is season 5, and they are in Washington D.C. So we got the sneak peek. We got a chance to get a glimpse into who these guys and ladies, women and men are. I was gonna say guys and girls, but we're not guys and girls. But y'all know how this goes. So the first episode, we have a mixer. They look like they rented them a nice mansion. And they have a nice mixer. Listen, the first thing I'm gonna say is everybody showed up ready. Everybody looked nice. Once again, I'm gonna have to say some of the dress choices for the women I think was a lot. But everybody looked nice. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody show up in jeans and a t-shirt or whatever, The guys definitely put their A game on. The guys looked really, really nice. Even some of the ones that I wasn't that impressed with in their sneak peek looked good, right? So, let's talk a little bit about some of the things that we saw. So, of course, Tommy comes out. I mean, we see everybody showing up one at a time, yada, yada, yada. Making small talk, do. Tommy comes out and says, listen, welcome. This is what it is. Y'all know how this goes. And at the end of the night, we're going to be eliminating 2 people. I said, okay. Now, last year, they said 2 people, and I think everybody assumed it was going to be 1 man, 1 woman. And it ended up being 2 women. Or 2 men, 2 men. So I think no one is making that assumption this year. And they're all like, okay, we need to try to work the room, get to know as many people as we can, make some FaceTime. And for some people, I think what that ended up doing was, it ended up coming off very rapid fire speed dating. And that was a little disconcerting. I think that's what sort of happened with Tessa, I think. I think that's sort of what y'all know it's gonna take me a minute to get all these names, child. 20 people. She was like, listen, I got to get in here. I got to get in quick, because I got to work the room. And I think that came off very rushed for her. Corey did exactly what I said Corey was going to do. Corey immediately tried to walk up to every woman and get to know her with the exact same line, the exact same pickup line, and basically asked them for their number. And he asked all of them out on a date for that weekend. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know how long your weekend is, Corey. My weekend is only 72 hours. Like, how long is your weekend, sir? That you have asked literally on camera what we saw, he asked at least 4 of them out. Like, that is 2 a day. I mean, if we take Friday out of the equation, that is 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. Sir, that's a lot. But eventually, all of the ladies started comparing notes, and they figured him out, and they were all kind of giving him the side eye. And my thing is, did you not think that was going to happen? Like, you might get away with that at a club on a Friday night when the ladies don't know each other and they're not going to necessarily be mingling about the club with each other. But you are literally in close quarters where all of these people are only talking to each other. Like, they're not moving through a club talking to hundreds of other people. They are literally talking to the same 20 people or 19 other people. And then when he got busted, he had a nerve to be like, well, I think maybe one of them I probably shouldn't have asked out. Sir, you're not helping your cause none. You're not helping your cause none. Okay. Now, I like Walter. Walter is definitely, so far, by the middle of the season, he might be irritating my soul. But right now, I'm kind of feeling Walter. We see that Walter made a connection with Sabrina. Sabrina is the fashion designer that has a daughter. They definitely made a connection. We found out that Sabrina is a caretaker to her mom who has Alzheimer's. And, well, her dad is the caretaker to her mom. And she sort of is there for both of them. And it was an emotional moment. And we found out that Walter was also the caretaker to his mom, who he said actually died in his arms. Now, that is on top of his story of his wife dying. And what we got a little bit more information that she went through medical school, and they got married as soon as she graduated from med school, and so it was just a lot. But I like them. They seem to make they seem to really make a connection. But again, Walter and Sabrina, don't put all your eggs in one basket. We see how that story goes when you don't branch out and you try to get to know other people. When that goes south or sour, or one of the other people starts, mixing and mingling, then you left high and dry. So you want to be careful. Um, Hold on, let me go to my notes. The teacher, the one that's a teacher. Um, she sort of kind of latched on to which one is the country boy? Yeah, I got to get on my notes here, okay? Because it's a lot of people. It was a lot of people, but the country boy, they sort of linked up. And he liked her, but he again was like, I can't put all my eggs in one basket. But she was like, that's my boyfriend, and don't go talking to no other women. And I feel like she real clingy. Now, she the one that's been engaged 3 times. That don't mean nothing. You could be engaged as many times as you want. That don't mean nothing. But it was just a lot. It was a lot, because I think she meant it. Like, I don't think she was playing. I think she was serious. Like, me and you can leave now. You are mine. We don't have to go through this process. So I feel like, I don't know, I got my eye on her. I know her last name is Hazel because she said she's working on her dissertation and she's about to be Dr. Hazel. But I think her first name is Marlena. It starts with an M. So I don't know. I think that could maybe be some trouble on the horizon. Dante seemed to have made a few good connections early on. Him and the one... Yeah, let me go to my notes. Child, I gotta remember all these people. Courtney. Him and Courtney seemed to have sort of made a connection, so that was nice. Dante seemed to have made a connection with a few people. Frank seemed like he made a connection with a few other ladies. They were kind of feeling Frank. I'm just going through the names that we heard. We heard a few names here and there. We saw Aisha speaking with Lord. Oh, I know who he is. Listen, I gotta go to my notes, y'all. But Courtney, Aisha was speaking with Lamont. Aisha was speaking with Lamont, and she said that she was talking to him, and she said she was opening up to him, and then he started spitting bars at her because he told her that, his passion is outside of his job. His passion is spoken word. Here's my problem. He was doing it even in his interview. Like, everything turned into a spoken word moment, sir. Everything doesn't have to be a spoken word moment. Like, I probably would feel some kind of way about that too if I'm talking to somebody, getting to know them, and they just start spitting bars at me. Like, sir, I can't. Because now I just can't take you seriously. Like, you can't just be spitting bars at people. Like, that is just so... I can't take you seriously now. But he seemed like seemed to come off a little with a lot of the people too. They were kind of, I think that was sort of a little unnerving for them. Naeem seemed to have made a connection with, who was it that he made a connection with? Not Carrie. Who was it? Oh shoot, I forgot but he made a connection with one of them. I forgot who it was, child. Maybe it was Zadia, the personal trainer. They had a good conversation. He had a good conversation with Courtney as well. Carrington sort of floated around. I didn't really see him make a connection, but he talked to a few people. So when Tommy started going around asking, who do we like? He asked, how he do. He asked the guys and he asked the ladies. The names that came up with the guys was Libba, who she just seemed to be a little too excited. Like, I think they were trying to find nice ways of saying annoying, because she sort of came off a little annoying to me. Again, it's editing, it's placement, but that's what it came off to me. And I feel like they were trying to find nice ways of saying that. So she didn't really make a connection with anybody. So her name came up a lot. And Tisa's name came up a lot. Then on the ladies' side, we know Corey name came up, child. Corey name came up, okay? And Lamont. Now, for some reason, when it came time to send somebody home, for some reason, Lamont was the one they sent home. I feel like they could have let Lamont stay another day. And I really feel like it's time for, well, you know, I would have never picked Courtney. But I feel like it's Courtney's time. I mean, not Courtney, Corey, excuse me. I don't feel like Corey should have been there to begin with. And, excuse me, he did exactly what I thought he was going to do. So, I don't know. Again, I guess he's going to make for good TV and they're going to keep him around for a few weeks just to see how he acts. I don't know. And then they ended up sending home Libby, who was absolutely floored, shocked, and amazed. But she said, well, it's, you know, they made the right decision because my forever isn't here. Like, he won't here. I ain't meet him. He won't in the room. But Tisa is pissed. She is like, oh, really? Because I got about 5 phone numbers in my phone right now. And they going to sit here and say they wasn't feeling me. They going to sit here and say that I wasn't an option. Oh, no, ma'am. Like, I'm not feeling that. And so Tisa feeling some kind of way. She in her feelings. And she got a little attitude, right? And I guess I can kind of understand. Because if you were at a mixer and you got 5 out of 10 phone numbers, but your name is one of the names called as somebody they not really feeling, then what I would be thinking is, so they see me as a good time girl, but they don't see me as a forever mate. That's how I would take that. Not that they didn't find you attractive, not that they didn't think that you were, you know, a nice person, but that they just didn't see long-term relationship out of you. That's how I would have took it. But anyway, that's what it was. So that was the first episode. Again, y'all know that it's real light. You know, we just seeing people, you know, kind of mixing and mingling or whatever. But that's just kind of what I observed. So don't forget to join the panel tomorrow morning over on Kamisha Reviews at 11:30 Central Standard Time. So it'll be 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. And hear what we have to say about what we saw and our first impressions of The Bachelors and The Bachelorettes. Talk to y'all later. Peace.